Alright guys, it's Mighty Gliscor here, bringing you a Monotype Showdown live. This time we are doing fighting. Obviously we're continuing the series that we did, I believe it was last week, or the beginning of this week, I don't remember. But pretty much that we are now doing fighting instead of normal, obviously because the next trial after normal is Hala. So next up we have this team by Sizim, which is based around Titanium Z, Rock EMZ, pretty much to beat flying types. We do have Dual Dance, Swords Dance, and Rock Polish, Stone Edge, and Close Combat. That's all we really need. Keldeon't with Choice Scarf, Secret Sword, Scald, Hydro Pump, and Icy Wind. Pretty much the standard set. Obviously, Icy Wind to combat against grass types. We have a special Komao here with the Autotomize and the Clanging Scales. Focus Blast, Flamethrower are pretty much there to be special. I feel like Clanging Scales is better just because it has 20% more base, 20 base, what am I going on about? 20 less base power than Draco Meteor, but it's actually accurate and it doesn't lower your special attack stat. Focus Blast is actually good for steel types, and Flamethrower is just there to beat steel types as well, I guess, and also helps against grass and other typings that are weak to fire. Next up we have support Keldeon't with Taunt, Stealth Rocks, Iron Head, and T-Wave. Obviously letting us beat down monsters that are faster than us and help around the fairy typing. Next up we have Bandit Infernape, which I haven't used in forever, but is definitely a cool mon. Obviously Flare Blitz, Bandit user and does a lot of damage, close combat, and Mach Punch with the Iron Fist ability, letting Mach Punch do a lot more damage. And then lastly we have a Choice Scarf, Moxie, Heracross, which is actually a really cool mon. I prefer it to be Guts just because that's what I was used to in RU before. I believe it is getting suspect currently, like magearna is in this tier, which might actually help this fighting team shine right now because magearna is being suspect tested in the monotype tier. So we are up against Dark, which we have the type advantage against, which is actually really great. This team probably gets 6-0'd by any fighting move we want to go for. Obviously Mach Punch is going to be the one we want to, because obviously you can't combat Mach Punch because he doesn't have any like Cleanly Majesty, Dazzling ability on anything. So we're actually just going to lead Keldeon't, which we should be able to beat with Heracross, but we are going to Thunder Wave it. Obviously to slow it down, he's going to start superpowering, and he actually doesn't even, oh maybe he 2K is this now, which we can set up our Stealth Rocks. Good thing he isn't. Alright, so what do we do to beat this thing? We have special mons. Secret Sword ignores stat boost, right? Or is that hit from the physical side? Secret Sword is based on defense, which is not something we really want. We can try to hit a Focus Blast, I guess, or we can just go out to this and hit it hard with a, well, I think we're just going to go out to this and click Focus Blast and hopefully hit it. If not, I think we just lose the game, to be honest. Focus Blast. He Psycho Cuts and just gets rid of us, and now I believe we have to go out into Infernape and click U-turn, and hopefully that does enough damage. Good. Alright, we can go out to Scarf Keldeon't, obviously to pressure anything with the Secret Sword. Alright, he wants to go out to Absol. This is easily something we can Secret Sword. I have no problem clicking it. Obviously because we have a whole ton of fighting in the back, so we don't really need anything. He thought he was faster actually because we are Scarfed and that thing just one-shots it. So we're actually in a really good spot right here. We don't have any, I don't believe fairy fighting even exists, but we don't have any fairy coverage at all, which I don't really mind. We can just easily Secret Sword this thing again as we are Scarfed. Even if he's Scarfed, he does not outspeed us. He'd have to Sucker Punch, which gives us an attack raise. I don't know. It's not really something we need, but he can try for something. Secret Sword is going to almost knock him out. He's going to eat a Citrus Berry and go for the Foul Play. That does 10% to us. Obviously he doesn't know his typings that well, but it's okay. We all start somewhere, and we are going to Secret Sword again. He doesn't have a solid switch into this. Bullet Punch is obviously not going to do any damage, and the Secret Sword shall take him out. And so yeah, we are pretty much just Secret Swording away with Keldeon't. Yeah, he goes out in the Keldeon't. I guess he wants the Aqua Jet is here for priority. We're not too worried about that. Obviously, we can just Secret Sword and goodbye Keldeon't. And now he has 2 of his 4 times weak to fighting mons. And obviously, it wasn't a good game for him as he is going to disconnect, and we shall find a new one. Even if he does come back, we click Secret Sword 2 more times and win the game, so it's no big deal to me. We are up against normal now, which is something we can actually beat this time because we have mono fighting. so this shouldn't be a problem to us. We are going to lead Keldeon't as he leads Licky Licky. Probably set up his own Stealth Rocks or something. Just gonna check if this guy came back, as he hasn't yet. We're going to taunt him because I don't really know what he wants to do. He was just going straight for the Fire Blast. I don't even care. We're gonna set up a Stealth Rock since he has 2 flying types. Obviously, it's probably defensive Staraptor. He's gonna go for the Fire Blast and land it this time. It's kind of unfortunate because if he would have hit both since he has Life Orb, he would have KO'd us. We are going to Thunder Wave him. Or do we just go for the Iron Head for some damage? I guess we can Thunder Wave him, and we can attempt to set up with. Okay, we probably aren't going to be able to set up with anything, but we can go out into maybe Scar. Okay, the taunt ended. We can go out to this thing and just click Close Combat a couple times. Close Combat this. He doesn't have a solid Close Combat switch in. And we should get a Moxie boost if he sacks it, and then we should be in the driver's seat. So there we go. Close Combat. We get the attack raise. And he doesn't have a solid switch in, really. Shadot, maybe. But Close Combat definitely KOs this thing as a +1. Is he Scarf Shatter? Are we serious right now? We're running Scarf Shatter. Alright. But, Siri just went off because I said, are you serious? We're actually going to calc this real quick. I know you guys are probably not going to be able to see the calc because I'm using the Showdown app. We are going to calc this real quick. Scarf Shadot against Scarf Keldeo. We are not running HP Electric, we are running Icy Wind. Secret Sword does about 100%, so we are just going to go for the Secret Sword since it's accurate. He is going to go out into Persian, which does not eat that at all. We have to keep this thing alive because it's our only counter to Scarf Shadot. How much damage does this do to Staraptor? Staraptor. If he Scarfs Staraptor, Secret Sword does 70%. He's going to go back out in the Shadot. And we're going to click Secret Sword this time. See. Now we get rid of the Scarf threat. Because now he's going to go out into Staraptor. He is reckless, so we're just going to click Secret Sword again. We can always Mach Punch later. We are going to hit a crit and just knock it out, so that's super unfortunate. We did not KO without the crit. So, yeah. He's going to forfeit, and this game is over. I'm actually going to check real quick where we are with our coil. We are right now at 243 coil. Was that before or after the game? That was after the game. So we're at 243 coil. We need to hit 2,700, 2,900. I don't remember exactly what it is. I believe I can check right now. It is 2,900 coil. And if we hit there, then we will be able to vote on the Smogon forum for if we want to ban magearna or not. And I'm definitely saying yes because it would just be really great to say that I was able to vote to ban magearna because that thing is just super annoying. We're going to lead Terrakion and just attempt to Rock Polish and Swords Dance up and just win the game. Because obviously he's going to lead like Galvantula or something. And we're just going to... Yeah, of course we're going to have to rely on hitting... Okay, so he's going to Energy Ball as we do Rock Polish. Or Swords Dance actually. Oh crap, I don't think that was the right play. Because it is a speed tie. We are going to Stone Edge here. If he's Scarf, he's Scarf. Oh, if he's Sash. Oh, no, he's not Sash. Alright, well, that's great. We won the speed tie. So he's. I don't know what he was. Was he like Specs? I don't know what his item could have been. But anyway, he doesn't get up the Sticky Webs now, since he only has 1 Sticky Webs set up her. It might just cause him to forfeit, actually. We're going to set the timer up. The timer is a little different. We are going to go for the Z Continental Crush of the Aqua Jets. We do not eat that. And now we have to go out to something that can deal with this. We are just going to take this time to go out to Keldeon't instead of our Stealth Rocks. Not much this thing can do to us. Obviously with Bug Stab that we 4 times resist. Water is not resisted but shouldn't do a lot of damage since we are support. So yeah, we're just going to see what he wants to really go for. I know I don't really like turning the timer on, but it felt like he was just ready to quit after losing his Galvantula early. I don't really know what the item was, but yeah. Anyways, we have about 10 days to finish this. Well, obviously when you'll see it, it'll be about like 9 days to get to really high up on the ladder. We are going to attempt to Iron Hit. We can't really Thunder Wave it because it's faster than us, so we can set up a sub. But yeah, we are going to attempt to make it high enough up on the ladder. He's actually Life Orb, not Leftovers. So we should be able to eat another one. He isn't going to be able to speed boost, but we should be able to take another one if it does the same amount of damage. So it hits a crit, so we don't actually know. And I don't know if Mach Punch can kill from this percent, because I don't know his exact investment. We could try to go through all the hoops and hurdles to figure out what his set is, but we can just go out in a combo and click Flamethrower. So that's always a play we can do. Anyways, we have about a couple days left before we figure out where we are with Coil, so I will be trying to record as many as these Monotype lives as we have. We already have a water team. If you've seen my Twitter, I did record a couple of, I just apologize that my mic kind of cut out for a quick second. We are able to Flamethrower and get rid of the Scolipede anyways, and so yeah, I will be recording a couple of these Monotype lives. We did get a water team. If you saw on my Twitter, I was tweeted by my good friend Raw, and they were like, hey, I got a Monotype water team that you should probably try out, so that'll be the next up. He's going to go for the first impression, which is resisted. We are going to go for the Flamethrower here. Should have probably clicked Clanging Scales instead, because now he is going to be able to knock us out. I wasn't really thinking there when I clicked that, but he is going to be able to knock us out with the Aqua Jet here, unless he wants to switch out and let something take a Clanging Scales, which is probably not his best choice. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. I clicked the Flamethrower. It did not knock him out under the emergency exit yet. We need to keep the Infernape alive for the Scissor. I keep saying the because like I'm not thinking on the top of my head like these mons that are right in front of my face. Anyways, he's gonna Aqua Jet. Wow, we actually live on 1. So goodbye Gliscor. Because they cannot come in after rocks unless he goes out and rapid spins with the Armado. We do go down, and he does have to switch out first, which actually gives us the momentum. And if he does go out into Armado to rapid spin the rocks away, I do not believe he lives a Scarfed. I don't want to say he lives a Scarfed close combat, and if he does, good job. If not, then I believe we do win unless we get burned by Volcarona. So yeah, let's see what happens here. We are going to go for the close combat. It is not going to knock him out, actually, and he is going to eat his Citrus Berry and Rock Slide us, and he hits a crit, so that knocks us out. Based off the damage of that close combat, we should be able to go out into our Keldeo and click Scald a couple times, because Scald, we should have probably done this instead, but we are going to be able to Scald Armado here, as he is going to Aqua Jet. It's only just 7. Why has Keldeo been so bulky? I don't think we have it. Yeah, we don't even have any bulk investment on this thing, and it's been able to eat all these water and all those kind of hits. So yeah, I don't think he's in a good spot at all. Obviously, because now this thing comes out, dies to rocks. This thing comes out and unfortunately gets burned. Also loses to Infernape. Obviously, there's only plays to go out into this thing, and then we can just click Scald, and then obviously we click Flare Blitz twice and win the game. He can obviously defog with this, but he's going to click the Superpower, which lowers his attack stat, and I don't think he's able to take us out. He's going to say GG, so we are going to be able to remove this thing with Scald. And yeah, we click Scald on the Volcarona, and then we say GG. So that's the end of that. He actually not even correct HP investment on the Volcarona, and we are going to say GG. And if he... Okay, he's gonna leave. We are gonna check our rank real quick, just to see where we are on the coil. We are at 454, only a little more to go. And yeah, we're just gonna find another match. So, I'm actually going to check something real quick. So we only have about, I want to say another 20 minutes, or at least left in this video. I don't really know off the top of my head for sure. Obviously, because I had that recording loss real quick because my video paused out. Anyways, our win con is obviously Terrakion because he doesn't have a good rock switch in. Although for a rain team, he doesn't really have much for, like, he's a rain team that doesn't have any rain sweepers, so that's kind of interesting. Anyways, I want to lead Keldeon't, obviously, to Thunderwave the Pelipper, or Thunderwave anything that really wants to come in. We can also set up rocks, which will hurt 3 of the 6 mons on his team, which is actually really helpful. He's saying something, but I don't know what he's exactly saying, because I don't speak that. I don't know if that's Spanish, or I don't know. I only speak English. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. We are going to click Ironhead here for some extra damage. I'm gonna switch out into like, okay, so he's gonna defog, which means we can get up our rocks again. We are stalling out every single rain turn he wants to have. He has to KO us to prevent us from getting rocks up, and then we can go out into none of our electric types and kill it. He's gonna actually go out into Lantern instead. I don't really know what he wants to go for here, but we're going to taunt him, so he can't do anything. He's gonna charge beam up right in front of our face. Although rocks are. So what beats Lantern on our team? We're gonna Ironhead, get some chip damage, I guess, break a potential sash. He's gonna ice beam us. So yeah, what beats Lantern? Let me calculate this real quick. Lantern +1. He's running some weird sets. Maybe it's like Assault Vest or something. Keldeon't can to a KO it with Secret Sword, but although we do die to Charge Beam at +1. Yeah, we die to a +1 Charge Beam. What does a Infernape do if it's banded? Choice banded Infernape close combat does knock it out, so that's what we are going to go for. Especially because we did get the Ironhead chip damage, so we should be okay. As long as we know he's not scarfed now because of the ice beam that he switched up his plays. He's not any HP or defense investment at all, and we are able to get rid of the Lantern. He's actually going out into Pelipper, and I'm not sure how much damage Pelipper takes from a banded close combat. It only takes about 34, but if we lose this thing, I don't think it's the end of the world, but I don't really want to, so we're actually going to go out into Keldeo. If he defogs. Fortunately, gets paralyzed. We don't actually have HP Electric on this, we have Icy Wind instead, so that is unfortunately what we're going to have to go for. It does about a good damage. He is going to be able to defog. It's called defog, I assume Roost and Whirlwind, or Roost and Hurricane. We're going to Icy Wind again. Lower the speed stat. He is going to Hurricane, and it does not knock out Keldeo. But I don't think we need Keldeo for anything other than letting our Moxie sweeping start, I guess, because we can Icy Wind again unless it gets paralyzed. Okay, so he's going to Roost. Although I don't think he lives a... We have to start Stone Edging, I guess, with Heracross. So we are going to hit a crit here. If he gets parried, we should be able to knock it out. Okay. Maybe we were able to knock it out here. Maybe we're not, I don't know. He has to at least hit us to get rid of us. So we're gonna Icy Wind again. He's just losing his speed stat entirely. Whatever he wants to do, we're just gonna keep clicking Icy Wind. We can potentially start sweeping with Scarf to Stone Edge unless he is sashed on Cloyster. We are not able to get a Rock Slater at all, but we can come in and Mach Punch the Cloyster whenever we want. Which is why I saved the... What is he doing? My friend, I don't think Pelipper lives a Heracross Stone Edge at all. Okay, Stone Edge is a 2 KO actually. So he's gonna Scald, and that does get rid of us. So do we go out into Terrakion and click Stone Edge instead? That's obviously a possible play. We are Swords Dance Terrakion. Stone Edge does about 76 to 89. This is a potential KO. Unless we just want to burn our Z move. But obviously a Z move could be good against something else. We actually could have been able to Z move the Gyarados, which would have been big. But yeah, now we just get to close combat this because it's accurate. If he wants to switch out into anything else, I'm completely okay with it. I just don't want to miss another Stone Edge. If he Scarfed to Intimidate Gyarados, go for it. It really could care less about it. He is going to Mega Evolve, which actually lets close combat be 100% accurate. We are going to lower all our stats, but it's not the end of the world. Once we go out into Pelipper again, we can Z Stone Edge it. If he wants to go out into Cloyster, we Z Stone Edge it. Pretty much anything that comes out, we Z Stone Edge. He does have 2 Shell Smashers in the back. He goes out at Manaphy, so we are going to Z. We could Z Rock Bosch actually and reset all our stats again, but I think we're just going to Z Continental Crush and see how much damage this does. Manaphy actually eats that fairly well, and he is going to Tail Glitter in front of our face. Little does he know that he is still slower than us. And we should be okay. I don't mean if it lagged out there, I'm sorry, I was checking something. Now he's gonna go out into Cloister. We can easily close combat this. He's not. Oh, actually, we don't even know if he is sashed. He is gonna shell smash right in front of us. Although we do have Mach Punch in the back on the Infernape, so we're not too worried about it. If he does go for the Icicle, okay, he's gonna Razor Shell, actually, and yeah, I think he was sashed just because he didn't show a. He didn't show any sort of White Herb or anything. We are going to Mach Punch the Pelipper. Okay, that does no damage. Although he did burn his Shell Smash already. Maybe he'll do it again, I don't know. We're gonna go out into Combo as he does Scald. We don't care about that because we are special. I think our best bet is just to go for Clanging Scales though, because if he Hurricanes and then we auto-totemize, we don't get any damage off of it. And wow, the Pelipper just drops. Pelipper actually just drops. So now he has 2 Shell Smash Sweepers in the back, and we should be able to okay, so he wants to actually go out to this thing first, which doesn't outspeed us at all, unless it is, okay, unless it's Scarfed, and we live on, no, buddy, no, you're supposed to live on 1, you lived on 3, and oh, and he's gonna get a free Shell Smash off of it. So he's not Scarfed? How did he Swift Swim, this little bugger. So how do we beat Gorg? That was actually his win con was a freeze. His win con was actually a freeze. So 223 times 2 is 446 or 446, yeah. Heracross times 1.5 is 295 times 1.5 is 442. We said he was at 446. So we have to hope that we can live a Surf or something, and then and then we have to sweep with Mach Punch. So yeah, that's pretty much our only play. We click close combat here, and hope it KOs. If we die to Surf, then I think we just lose the game. Okay, we actually do outspeed since he is Modest instead of Timid, and because he's Modest instead of Timid, we win. So yeah, we just click Mach Punch on twice and win the game. So that's definitely a good game. Actually worked out in our favor that he was Modest and he is going to forfeit. And that puts us up at 4. Okay, it still says 454. Obviously the letter isn't updated yet. And we shall be able to get at least 2 more games in, I believe. If not, then. Our biggest weakness right here. Flying. It's going to be definitely interesting how we win. Obviously Terrakion is our win con since he is Rock type. We'd obviously have to Rock Polish up to be able to outspeed some of his big threats. Keldeon't can win with Icy Wind maybe on the Gliscor or anything. I don't want to kill a Gliscor, but if we have to, we have to. He's going to lead Tornadus as we can set up the Stealth Rocks. Maybe he just wants to U-turn out. So yeah, we're just going to get up the Stealth Rocks. See what he wants to really go for. He did set up the timer for me. He's going to Focus Blast actually. That's his first plan. We could have Thunder Waved him, I guess. We can Thunder Wave if he wants to use. Okay, so he's going to Heat Wave to cover any sort of double, proving that he's not Scarf, so we don't have to worry about that at all. So what is our best bet to try to do any sort of damage to him? I guess we could try to go out to Keldeo? I don't know what our best play is here. We got the Keldeo and click Icy Wind, but then we lose it for Gliscor. We got to this thing and click Clanging Scales, although it doesn't outspeed. We can go to Terrakion. Oh, man, this thing's such a huge threat. I think we go to Terrakion and click Continental Crush. Yeah, that's our best bet. We're just gonna go to this thing, Continental Crush. He's gonna go into Gliscor. Is this thing a counter? That is a big Continental Crush. Alright, yeah, I think it is a counter because he might protect here to heal. We are going to Swords Dance up right in front of his face. Nothing outspeeds us outside of these two. But Aerodactyl, yeah, so he's going to protect us. We do get a free Swords Dance. Now, Stone Edge definitely KOs. Even if we hit a crit, it should KO even furthermore. But we do miss the Stone Edge, so I'm not surprised really. And now he definitely... Okay, I think we have to hit a Stone Edge here. Okay, we hit the Stone Edge and we do KO. So good thing I didn't go for the Rock Polish, predicting him to protect. If we would have hit the Stone Edge, we'd beat a lot more HP. Stone Edge will KO Togekiss and Honchkrow. Not sure how much it'll KO Thundurus. I know Aerodactyl does, and both Aerodactyl and Tornadus outspeeds. Maybe he'll miss a Focus Blast if that's what he wants to go for. The Stealth Rocks are going to be able to chip away at his entire team, which is really good. He is going to go out into Tornadus, and we are going to click Rock Polish right in front of his face. It is our best play, excuse me, and if he does miss the Focus Blast. So yeah, let's see what he wants to really go for. After this, we have to go out into something that can Revenge Kill, which isn't much on our team since he is pure Flying type. We'd probably have to go out and Stone Edge with the Choice Scarf Heracross and see how much damage that does. If he wants to U-turn here, that doesn't KO us. If he wants to Heat Wave, that I don't think that KOs us at all. I believe Terrakion is... Okay, he wants to actually burn a Z move right here and go for the Supersonic Side Strike on a 20% HP Terrakion, which I'm completely okay with. We do go out into Terrakion, showing that he does have some sort of fly... Oh, you go out to Heracross, he does have some sort of flying move. We have to hit another Stone Edge here. And let's see what he wants to go for. If he switches out, we get to hit it with a strong Stone Edge. If he stays in, it gets hit with a Stone Edge. And it does KO it. It is finally gone. We do get our Moxie boost. We are Scarfed. We're pretty much in the driver's seat right here. We do outspeed Aerodactyl and KO with Stone Edge. We just have to hit a lot of Stone Edges, I guess. That's pretty much our win con. He goes out in the Thundy. He does not outspeed us unless he is Scarfed. That's probably why he goes out into it, but... he is Scarf Thundy, and we hit this another Stone Edge and knock it out. We are actually doing really good right here. So yeah, we're actually doing really good right here and being able to knock that out and everything. So yeah, believe that whatever he wants to go onto it is the Honchkrow. He might want to Sucker Punch here, which I don't think KOs us unless he hits a crit. That KOs us. Well, we're actually doing really good right now because he's Life Orb, and we do have Keldeo, which can Secret Sword and then Scald, or we can Icy Wind, whatever we really want to go for. I'm actually going to go out to this thing and U-turn because we do resist the Sucker Punch, and if he wants to switch out into Togekiss, he's taking both rocks damage, and we do get momentum here. And then we can go out into Keldeo and click Icy Wind on this thing, lower its speed stat, and then be able to Flare Blitz and win the game. Unless we just click Hydro Pump twice and win the game, but is that too risky? I'm gonna click it. Wow! What? Huh? What is wrong with Togekiss? We are gonna get paralyzed as he just gets the Roost. I don't think we just lose to this, don't we? That thing took 33% from a Hydro Pump? I gotta calc this myself. Hold up. We are Scarfed Keldeo against a Togekiss. Guess he's UU support. Hydro Pump did 33 though. He's max special defense investment. That's the only way that did 33. Okay, that did 36. He's gonna get the defog now. We can probably stall this thing out if he has to KO us at least. And if his last move's Air Slash. Okay, so we are gonna get to please KO us. Just like forget that you have Roost and just KO us here. So then we can come in and click Flare Blitz twice. We are gonna miss this Hydro Pump, so that's super unfortunate. And now we have to dodge an Air Slash unless we still have speed with the Scarf because he has no speed investment. So we have to hit another Stone Edge here, and then does Flare Blitz even KO because we've shown that he doesn't have any defense investment at all. And then we go out into Infernape and click Flare Blitz, which does about 75 damage. And we're gonna do exactly that. We click Flare Blitz here. It is banded damage. We are jolly. It should do about 63 to 75. And it does 71, and that should win us the game. If it doesn't, we always go out into Komao and click Dragon or Clanging Scales, and I believe we do have speed with that as well. And we also resist the Sucker Punch because we are mono fighting, and that's exactly what. Oh wait! Oh, he still has this thing. Why didn't? Oh no! No, I didn't see that back there. I'm so glad of the new Showdown update then. Why is it not updated on my computer? I didn't even see he had that. I thought we won. I actually thought we won. I think we have the Focus Blast here. He's going to continue to click Earthquake, which is not the play at all, but we missed that. So if he just clicked a flying move, he'd win, but he's going to keep clicking Earthquake, and that means we have to... Okay, he's going to Hone Claws up in front of our face. As we miss another Stone Edge. Oh, come on. Hit the Focus Blast. Okay, he's going to Hone Claws again. He's getting super greedy. Punish him! Just please. Please, please, please. Please. I'm begging you. Open your eyes. He's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna actually brag right in front of our face. Please. Please. Okay, he clicked Stone Edge instead. Oh, he still lived it anyway. He still lived it anyway. I'm actually kind of mad about it. So yeah, that actually happened. We are against Mono Electric, and like we said, we don't really have much for the Sticky Webs lead, although Infernape does Speed Tie, and we can click U-turn, and then go out into our non-hazard removal anything, and attempt to deal with the Sticky Webs, since we are all grounded, and he does have about like 2 or 3 threats behind the Sticky Webs. Yeah, so we have to hope that he clicks Thunder or something, misses, even though he has Compound Eyes, and then we should be... Oh, he must go out into Golem instead, and then we can go out into something. We don't have. Okay, we have Earthquake on Heracross. Do we click that, or does he go out into that? You know what? I think we make the double out into Terrakion. He didn't care. He actually didn't care. So what we are going to do is we're going to Rock Polish here, so we can outspeed the Galvantula, and then try to do something. If he wants to explode, he can explode. I really don't care. Although I say that now. He's going to go out into Thundy. We should be able to Z-Rock this and just win. I don't think we just win, but we can at least try something. We do have Earthquake in the back on Heracross. U-turn did do 26%, so I don't assume he's HP or defense investment. On the Golem, so we should be okay. I don't really know what he has to do, but we're gonna set up a timer and check our rank real quick. We are currently so we burn our Z move on the Golem, and yeah, we do KO it, but we burn the Z move. We are currently 776 on the I'm actually gonna calc this. We are Choice Scar. We're Swords Dance Terrakion against a. What is this thing called? What is it? I actually don't even know what it's called. Manectric. And he might be Mega actually. But Close Combat does a good amount of damage, so we are going to click it. He's going to be able to intimidate us. We are going to go for Close Combat. It only does about 58. And he's going to Thunderbolt, and we live, so next Close Combat should KO. But do we go for the Stone Edge, predicting maybe Coco to come out or something? Do we risk it? I still want to click it. I don't want to Close Combat in. Maybe it doesn't hurt because we still outspeed Coco. We outspeed Coco, we outspeed Dundee, so it doesn't really matter. We should just be able to click Close Combat here and then wrap up this game. Not really wrap up the game, but you know what I mean. We get to Close Combat something, go out into... He still doesn't have Rocks up yet, so maybe getting Rocks up of our own would be nice, so we can prevent Focus Sash on Galvantula. And then we should be able to be okay from there. Yeah, so we are going to Close Combat here, get rid of the Manectric, and then be able to Stone Edge the Galvantula or something, and then... I don't really know. Okay, so he's gonna go out into Galv, and we're gonna Stone Edge here. Obviously, he knows he needs Sticky Webs up to win. He is Focus Sash, which is super unfortunate. And he's gonna go for Thunder instead, which actually a choke, because now we can go out into this thing, which is. Do we go out? What do we go out into? This thing can potentially sweep with Earthquake, although this thing's still alive. I think we just go out to this and click Mach Punch. Maybe he thinks he can win a speed tie, but really he can't since we are. Yep. So we prevent web zip again, which is really good. Guess he was just kind of tired of the Terrakion sweeping through my team. He didn't want to set up the sticky webs. Although the sticky webs did win him the game once he got rid of Terrakion. If it's like HP flying on Thunderous. So yeah, we pretty much just go through here, and then it should be the last game, unless we unfortunately lose. And then we'll try to end the live on a win. And so yeah, he's gonna go into this thing. Solid switching would be support Keldeon't. Oh, he's gonna psychic actually, so he's psychic on this thing to beat Mighty Fighting. We can't thunder wave anything, so we're just gonna set up the rocks as he goes for Thunderbolt. Wow, that's just a lot of damage. So we can go out into Infernape and click Flare Blitz, which should do a ton of damage. We know we outspeed since he's not Scarf now, and yeah, bye bye Thunderous. So yeah, and we shouldn't take enough recoil from both Exurgatory and Tapu Koko. He's actually going to go out into Tapu Koko first because he does outspeed. Although we do win now with the... So he's going to Gleam, gets rid of us. He's not showing an item yet. We're going to go out into Heracross and click Earthquake. If this doesn't kill, then we go out into this and click Scald twice. So yeah, pretty much Keldeon't comes out and clicks Scald twice after this Earthquake. If Earthquake doesn't kill, then we're gonna actually World of Hurt, but it should KO. It's considering he's just a Tapu Koko. He only has a Exurgatory in the back, which is another Frailmon on his team. Getting webs up would actually be really crucial because Koko could have swept. I don't know if that crit mattered too much, but if it did, I do apologize. And then we also have to figure out how to update this because I don't like the fact that we lost the last. Okay, so he's gonna forfeit, and I believe that is gonna wrap up this live here. We do end here with 948 coil, only about 1,000 away from being able to vote on the suspect test. Not entirely sure. I don't understand how all this stuff works, so I'm not gonna pretend like I do now. We are currently at 63% GXE. I don't really know what GXE all means. I guess it means like how many games we've played. It says you must have at least certain GXE corresponding to the number of games you've played to earn 2,900 coil. So I don't really know what all that really means, but yeah, I'll just be recording a whole bunch of these, and maybe we'll be able to get high enough with the coil and everything and vote on the suspect test. So that is all for me. I am the Mighty Gliscor, and I will catch you guys later.